We're alive, we're alive, we're alive. I'll let everybody go ahead and ease up in here. I know y'all have to get y'all notifications, right? Know y'all got to get y'all notifications, but we are alive, we're alive, we're alive. We're going to have a great topic tonight. So, like always, hit that like button, right? Hit that membership button if you haven't become a member yet. Support the channel, and also hit that super chat button. Go ahead and sponsor today's show. What's going on? Once you get in, go ahead and tap into the chat. Tap into the chat. Tap into the chat. Nick, what up? Ty Packer, hey, what's going on? Once you come in, hit that like button. Once you come in, hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Listen, we're gonna have a great topic today. We're gonna have a great topic today because we need to go over a few things. So y'all already read the title, but we're gonna let a few more people get in here. You know, everybody got to get the notification. Everybody in different time zones, right? You know, we got people in Canada, we got people in Texas, we got people in England, we got people in the UK, we got people in Germany, we got people in India, right? We got people from the east to the west coast. We got people all over the place. So we gotta let everybody get their notifications. But for those of you who just now coming in, tap into the chat, tap into the chat. Y'all already know what to do, right? Y'all already know what to do. Housekeeping. As y'all can see, I'm in the gym, like always. Get into it. In the gym, get into it. Who's that? Satan Leak, UK. Yep, what's going on? Shouts out to the UK. Shouts out to the UK. Can I put a poll? Yep, I need to put a poll. I need to put a poll in here once everybody gets settled up in here. Actually, I'll go ahead and put that poll in here right now. I'll go ahead and put that poll in. Dang, what I want the poll to be. I'm going to think on that. Michael Harvey, what's going on? So in the near future, right? In the near future, very soon, I'll be coming up with my own style of emojis, right? My own personal, the after pill emojis that you guys can use in the comment sections, right? So I'm gonna get that going for you guys. Go ahead, once you get in, tap into the chat, what's going on? Y'all already seen the title, so y'all already know the replay. The replay is gonna be lit, so tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your daddy, go ahead and tap into the after pill because we're about to have a very, very great conversation, heartfelt conversation, right? Let's go ahead and get in here. Once you get in here, tap into the chat, come in and say hello. Matter of fact, everybody tap in where you from. Where is everybody from? I know Nick is in America. Satan. You like how I say that, huh? Satan Leak from the UK. I know we got people from all over the world that tap into the after pill. I told you the after pill going worldwide. The after pill is going worldwide. Let's get it. Fallopian swim team, what's going on? How you doing? What's that? That says 29, okay. When you come in, we got 29 people in here. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. And while y'all doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and start a poll. Right? Let's see. Can rich or poor? No, I got a good question for you guys. Rich or poor, right? Rich or poor, muscular or not? Will a woman cheat? Yes? No? Not if you're top 10%. Okay, so I'm putting a poll in there. Just threw in a poll in there. So rich or poor, muscular or not, right? Rich or poor, muscular or not, will a woman cheat? So that goes for looks and everything too, right? That goes for looks. That goes for looks and everything. Let's go ahead and get this vote started so we can go ahead and get on this topic. Rich or poor, muscular or not, will a woman cheat? Right? Listen, I have some stories for you guys. I have a few stories. I have a few stories that I haven't shared yet. I've been meaning to share, but I got a few stories that I need to tell you guys. Right? So we got enough people in here, so we might as well go ahead and get started. Blake, what's going on? Blake said, yes, she will cheat. Right? Aiden Smash said, you can be a complete package and still take the L. Listen, man, I am basically rewiring, and listen, I'm growing too. Which I gotta understand is, yes, I'm knowledgeable and all this stuff, but I'm still growing too. So I'm having to rewire how I think about a lot of things. I'm having to rewire how I think about relationships, how I think about women, how I think about the whole thing. I'm having to rewire everything, right? And so this video is about the epiphany of me coming into this rewiring, right? Because for those of you guys who've been, deep into the red pill, for you guys who've been deep, into the manosphere, whatever, right? Are you good? For those of you guys who've been deep in it, you've been hearing the same old, right? Oh, you gotta be this, you gotta be top of the line in the body, right? You gotta be top of the line in the looks, right? You gotta be top of the line in the money, right? I not necessarily. Those things are not as true as they once were. Right? If you got questions, you want to interrupt me while I'm talking, hey, put in that super chat. Right? So what I'm starting to discover is it does not matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. Right? With modern day relationships, modern day women, it does not matter who you are. Remember the guy, I did a few segments on a few NFL players, right? I did a few, we talked about we talked about, what's his name, Tom Brady, right? We talked about the NFL guy. We talked about what's the other guy? I keep forgetting these guys' names, but the guy from Colorado, right? With the chick that kept coming online and embarrassing him, right? Listen, all of these guys are successful. And to find out the guy that I was talking about, you can find it in my videos. I forgot the name, the guy who I was talking about. He played for Kansas City, right? The girl, he proposed to the girl, right? He has a multi-million dollar contract. Multi-million dollar contract, right? He ended up finding out that the girl was cheating on him, right? He ended up finding out that the girl was cheating on him, right? She done pulled his hair, right? Pulled his dreads out, right? She was all in there. She was all in there, what's her name, destroying his whole house and all of that stuff, right? And now he's suing her for destruction of property, right? But this dude has a multi-million dollar contract, right? Plays in the NFL. Why in the world? See, in our heads, why in the world would a chick fumble such a bag like that? Why would a chick fumble such a bag like that? And I already told you guys my story, right? I told you guys a few of my stories, right? When I used to install cable, right? I used to go into people's homes to install cable, right? And this is around a time where, I just put on the muscle and everything, right? This is when I hit my, glow up phase, right? I started glowing up, right? Facially and everything. Everything started to become more proportionate, right? I started to grow into myself, right? And this is when, shout out to the guy, should I trim my, come on, bro, really? You gonna interrupt me for that? Should I trim my butthole? That's my friend. Thanks, my friend, recommend. Listen, Paul's no Diddy. If that's something that you want to do, go ahead. Listen, if that's something that you want to do, Nick, really? Come on, bro. I appreciate the super chat, but okay. If that's a personal preference, I don't know. What? Listen, Paul's no Diddy. I ain't that hairy. So I don't know. Anyway, but let's get back to the topic, right? Try to keep the questions. If you do have a super chat, I appreciate the super chat, the guy. I appreciate the support. But if you have a question, kind of stick it to the topic. Try to stick it to the topic. And we have 37 people in here, 38 people in here. Let's get these likes up. But I told you guys my stories, right? I told you guys my stories when I would go into people's homes, right? Wife is there, sometimes by herself, or even if there was, her husband there, boyfriend there. Like I said, I had already, glowed up, right? Started, this is when I really start to hit my, my peak attraction, level. I'm probably still not done, right? Because I got to add the other sectors to it, right? But this is when I got real muscular, right? Started to face started to look right, and I will go into these homes, and these are guys who are doing way better than me. When I say way better than me, I'm talking about I'm going into multi-million-dollar homes. I'm going into $500,000 homes, $800,000 homes, 6-bedroom houses, 8-bedroom houses. The freaking dude has to be like an engineer or a doctor or something like that. And, usually these guys, they do have the money, right? They do have the money, but they're never, like I say all the time, they're never the best in shape, right? They're never the best in shape. And for sure, almost 10 times out of 10, never the best, looking dudes. But, they're providing for their wives. They're providing for their families. They're doing what we were told that, okay, this is what women want, right? This is what the women want. This is what they're looking for, right? This is what they say. This is the lifestyle they want to live, right? This is the lifestyle that they want to live. Aiden Smash, I appreciate it. Keep up the good job. I appreciate it. This live is about to be lit. But I always say, like, how is it possible? And I always wondered to myself, because at first, like I said, I'm gonna tell the truth. At first, it is a ego trip, right? At first, it is an ego trip. Oh yeah, his wife want me, yeah. Oh yeah, his wife, yeah, his wife looking at me, yeah. Look at that hot milf over there, yeah. Ooh, look at her. You know what I'll do to you? And I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, throughout, I did get play. I did get play through school, but I didn't get play until like really senior year of high school, when I really started to glow up and really come into myself, right? That's when I really started to get play. But before that, I wasn't getting any play. So when I finally glowed up, right, and I started really getting attention, it was an ego trip. But then eventually I'm like, because now you've already been validated, right? If any of you guys, if you're on the handsome side, be real with yourself. If you're on the handsome side of the spectrum. If you're on the better looking, above average side of the spectrum, right? You get validated, when you first go through it, right? You get validated when you first go through it, right? All the girls let you know that, you're him, right? You're attractive, right? That they like you, that they would sleep with you and all of that, right? So I had already passed the validation phase of it, right? I passed the validation phase of it. So now it's very introspective, right? Now I'm evaluating what's going on. Now I'm just actually, dissecting what really is going on here, because, okay, you women are married. You women are married, y'all stay in these lovely homes, and then you're willing to risk it all for little old me? You ready to risk it all for little old blue collar, poor ass me? It wasn't making sense to me. So I'm just sitting back like, okay, this is what women said they want, but they're still willing. They're still willing to be disloyal, even in the midst of being taken care of. Even in the midst of being taken care of. So yes, I did go through these situations, and at the same time, I'm still preaching. Oh yeah, you gotta be top 10%. Listen, we're gonna break down about halfway through. We're gonna break down what it really means to get into tip top shape and make all this money or whatever. But if you're in it just to do it for the women, or you're trying to do it so you can find some kind of loyalty, or trying to find some kind of wife, listen, I am telling you, you're doing it for the wrong things. Because from my perspective, what I am seeing nowadays, it does not matter. It does not matter. And let me tell you this story, all right? And this just recently happened a few days ago. Talk to another guy at work. These stories that I tell you guys, this is real. This is real deal Holyfield, right? Real deal Holyfield. So I'm talking to a guy at work, right? I'm talking to this guy at work, and he was a young guy. I'm really amazed. I'm really baffled at the amount of young guys. And when I say young, I'm talking about under 26, under 28, right? So I'm talking to this young guy. He's 24 years old, right? We were talking about something. I forgot what we were talking about, but I seen a ring on his finger, right? So I was like, oh, you're married, and he was like, yeah, I'm married. Actually, this is my second marriage. I was like, what? 24 years old. 24 years old. He's on his second marriage. I'm like, hold up. You're 24 and you're on to your second marriage? I'm like, damn, when did you get married? He was like, I got married at, around 2021. So, of course, we're already on the subject. So I'm like, okay, what happened? If you don't mind sharing. He was just like, yeah, she basically, I got married. That was my original wife, and we had a baby, right? We had a baby, and y'all already know where I'm about to go with this. They had a baby, and he came to find out, by the time the child was 1 year old, right? By the time the child was 1 year old, he found out that the baby wasn't his. He found out that the baby wasn't his. And I'm like, my jaw just dropped, because you see these stories, like you see these stories online, right? You see all of these stories online and people say them and all, but it's another thing to actually witness this stuff, like just first person, right? First person. And I was like, damn, like, why would she do that? It was like, bro, I don't know. And guess who it was with? Guess who it was with? His mother flipping best friend. His mother flipping best man. His mother flipping best friend. Bro, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I told y'all, like, when I'm at work, the only reason I talk at work is, first of all, people talk to me, but I hear this stuff in person. Dudes are literally telling me their stories, just like I told you about my other coworker, right? He's going through a divorce right now, 20 years down the drain. 20 years down the drain, right? And guess who his wife was messing with? His wife was also messing with, drum roll please, his friend in the church. In the church. Everything is a lie. Said 11 years for me. And when I tell you guys, I say all the time, I was like, bro, if you do just so happen to go the marriage route, like I said, I'm not judging. This is the after pill. You're free to make your own choices, as long as you make the choices with the complete knowledge, right? With the complete knowledge and information. You did your risk assessment, your risk assessments, and then, hey, you're a grown ass man, go ahead, right? And like I always say, in this environment, it is extremely risky, and more than likely it won't work out, right? But I was like, after he told me that, I'm like, bro, if that happened to me, there would be no second marriage. There would be no second marriage. My ass would be in Thailand, right, smashing every single day until my testosterone run out. I'll be in the gym every single day, getting buff as shit, right? Making as much money as I can, right? But he went on. I'm just so confused. He went on and got married again. And he was just like, this is what he told me. 24 years old, right? 24 years old, telling me, yeah, I think, I know I messed up with the first one. But this girl that I'm with now, she's better. She's, a better person. She's a better woman. And I just shook my head. I'm just like, bro, at this point, I'm like, bro, you can't lead these dang on girls. You can't tell the chicks what it is and what it ain't, and you for sure can't tell these dudes what it is. I just held my tongue. I'm like, bro, he has no clue. To somebody who couldn't even notice that your chick was smashing on your best friends, for somebody who didn't even have the knowledge base to keep your freaking your cootie cat away from any kind of penis or anything like that. You didn't even have that kind of knowledge. You didn't even have that kind of knowledge. So you mean to tell me you just so happen to come into the intuition and the discernment to all of a sudden know that, oh, this woman is different from that woman? Bro, you're kidding me. More than likely, based on statistics, based on data, and based on experiences, and based on my own experiences, and based on secondhand and third-hand experiences, more than likely he's going to go through that second marriage and fail. Based on data and statistics, people who go through second marriages are at a 70% likelihood of divorce. Right? 70% likelihood. So this dude he's 24 years old. And listen, young dudes will never learn. Young dudes will never learn. Richard Hayes said, "I never voted for politics and never married, but have five children, and I guess I get child support." How did that work? The guy says, "Is not God greater than statistics?" See, then why would you want to bring God into human business? Let me ask you that. Why would you want to bring God into human business? Right? God made man and man made data and statistics, right? Everything works exactly how it's supposed to work. He gave us a mind and a brain to be able to evaluate and break down data and analytics. What are you talking about? Please shut up. Please shut up. Please be quiet. The guy, he provides wisdom. Exactly. So somebody who is wise, right? Okay. Somebody who is wise, how could you look at the current data and the current statistics on marriage and divorces and still go through with it? Right? Now I'm not talking about guys who made mistakes, right? Guys who were just ignorant of everything, right? They just, they didn't know no better and they got married. They were blue pill. They didn't know anything, right? They heard on the streets, word on the streets, but they really didn't know. They didn't know until they got divorced, right? That's different. But for you guys who are, y'all hear all this information, y'all get all this knowledge and y'all still go through with it, nah, I don't feel bad for nobody. I don't feel bad for none of you guys. I don't feel bad for none of you guys. But we have to rewire our brains now. This is the true after pill. This is the true after pill. We have to rewire our brains now. And this is a real, not just a after pill. This is a real black pill as well, right? This is a real black pill as well. Protection, provision, money, right? Even status, right? Being tall, being muscular, right? It does not matter. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that right now. It does not matter, right? I've seen time after time after time where women will literally show us that status doesn't matter, right? You will not be able to buy a chick's loyalty for the most part, right? The loyalty is based on that woman, right? The loyalty is based on the decision that woman makes, right? This is where discernment, this is where hopefully you're looking at this woman's, family background, you're looking at this woman's, characteristics, you're looking at this woman's behavior, right? You're not being fooled and bamboozled with, all of these different, things that she's doing, which a lot of you are, right? Honest to God. Many of you are just, y'all are looking at any woman and being like, oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. Oh, she's pretty. Right? Y'all looking at any old woman being fooled by any old woman. Then when you get down to the nitty gritty, you guys done had a baby, you already done put a ring on her finger, you already done signed those documents. You already signed those government documents, and guess what now? Now your ass getting raped. Your ass getting raped. right? Yeah, it's getting great. Everything is alive. You're gonna send a whole paragraph. I'm not reading that whole paragraph. But a lot of men nowadays are extremely naive, right? Extremely naive, right? You think listen, if you're grinding for the money to just buy loyalty, you got it all messed up. You got it mistaken. If you're getting in the gym just to be like, oh, I'm gonna go out here, and get me a loyal chick, you sadly mistaken as well. If you grinding for status, right? If you grinding for status, you get out here thinking that your status is going to be able to get a chick to be loyal to you. We've seen countless celebrity after celebrity after celebrity, NFL player, actors, right? Whoever you want to name, business entrepreneurs, right? We've seen time after time after time after again, right? I remember back, I think this was a year ago, right? This was about a year ago. Some multi-millionaire like business guy, right, got to the altar, right? It was a whole video about it. He got to the altar and he found out that his wife used to be a past escort. His wife used to be a past escort. He didn't find out about it till wedding day. He didn't find out until wedding day. The guy says, "How do I find loyalty?" You won't find loyalty, right? Only, like, what do you mean? How do I find loyalty? None of those things will get you to loyalty. That's not what matters at this point. See, let's go back in history. We got to go back in history again, right? Once upon a time, right? Once upon a time, women used to be scared to be ousted, right? The fear of being ousted, right? The fear of being ousted was why women, right? Why women were scared to step out on their husband, step out on their significant other. Dan 22, where's the membership button? Go to the description. So go to the video description and go down. You will see join membership. You'll see the membership link in there, right? But there used to be a time where women used to be scared of being ousted. Women used to be scared of being called a whore, right? Women used to be scared of these things, but no longer are women scared, right? If you call a woman a hoe nowadays, guess what they're gonna do? They're more than likely gonna be delighted about it, right? They're more than likely gonna look at you like you're crazy and be like, they're not even gonna blink an eye at it. Women used to be scared of being stoned. Women used to be scared of being ousted. Women used to be scared of being disowned. That's not happening anymore. That's not happening anymore. So that is more so the fear of being ousted, the fear of being, your family disowning you, right? The fear of having a child outside of wedlock, right? Those things used to be why women did the things that they did, right? They stayed loyal. They protected the family, all of those things, right? Moy done made it. What's going on, boy? Dan 22 asked for the membership link. Could you help him out, Dan 22? Smart Mouth says, so you want to bring back stoning? Of course not. Listen, I'm not. One thing you got to understand about me, I'm okay. Listen, I'm fine. I'm fine. Right? I'm not with the whole notion of, listen, I've explained this many times. I'm not with the whole notion of, oh, women need to go back to the kitchen and women need to do this, women need to do, bro, we stay in a whole different time period. I understand. Listen, my viewpoints on relationships and dating, for them to work efficiently and accurately, yes, I lean more conservative when it comes to that. However, we're not going back, right? You got to understand, bro. Women pay taxes. Women own homes. Women are making more money than a lot of you ninjas. Women are making a lot more money than some of you ninjas out here. But what you want to send them back to the where? No, I don't believe in that. I believe we are where we are and we're here where we're here. Right? We're here where we're here. But listen, everything that is happening right now, modern day feminism, right? Whatever phase of the feminist movement that we're on is here to stay. Women are not going back, right? They don't listen. First of all, most women today, especially in the West, in America, they don't even understand what it means to be a feminine woman. Anyway, most women today work, right? They work in environments that cause them to bring out more of their masculine attributes than their feminine attributes, right? So what does that create? That creates more of an unbalanced dynamic, right? The men are feminized and the women are more masculine. Nick says, yeah, the patriarchy ain't coming. Bro, the patriarchy ain't coming back. Bro, God himself will have to come down and restore order. But until then, it is not happening. Right? That is not happening. Listen, what is required to reinstall the patriarchy? Most men, most of society is not willing to go there. Right? And I can't say it on YouTube. I don't want them to, what's the name? I don't want them to be like, oh, he's promoting. No, I'm not promoting anything. What it will actually take to bring back the real patriarchy, most of society, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Right? Most of the warrior class, they've been feminized. The warrior class have been feminized. Most men are feminized. We're not going back. Going back to where? Right? And then for millennials and Gen X, right? For millennials and Gen X, the men on that side, they traditionally make more money than a woman, right? Gen X, millennials, right? And of course, baby boomers. But when we're talking about Gen Z and beyond, the statistics are flipping. Go ahead, go and research these statistics, right? Go and research these statistics. Gen Z, the roles are flipping. So now with Gen Z, we're going to have, actually, the trend is more women are making more money, on a trajectory to make more money than Gen Z men. So the roles are already flipping. I keep telling y'all this, right? So the statistics are still, yeah, men on average make more money than men, but the stats are flipping with these incoming generations. Oh, here we go. I couldn't wait for this one. I was waiting on somebody to say this one. I've been waiting on somebody to say this one. Karma Finner. I wish you would have tagged the super chat with it, but since I wanted to attack it, that's what I'm gonna do. She says, is that a she? Let me tap on that. I don't know. I think that's a dude. He, whatever she, I think if a woman is a woman of God and actually has respect for herself, and men, I don't think they would cheat. You see? Is that a man? Karma Finner, are you a man? Are you a man or a woman? Because if you're a man, you are absolutely deluded. You are absolutely deluded. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Karma, so what? So no, I'm not what? You're a woman? I just tapped on the profile. If it's a woman, you still deluded. You still don't understand what's going on out here. You still don't get it. You still don't get it. Nick says looks like a girl. Regardless, at this point, Karma, are you a girl or a boy? Answer. Okay, she won't answer. He won't answer. Him won't answer. She won't answer. Oh, I'm a girl. Okay. Karma. Let me tell you something. That is not exactly true. That is not exactly true. I just literally talked about a time. Literally just talked about a time where this dude was with his woman, his wife, for 15, 20 years, found out that his wife has been cheating the whole 15 years with somebody who was in the church. I've heard plenty of stories of pastors, deacons sleeping with men's wives in a church, right? That is not true. That is not true. And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because this is what this whole stream is about. Nothing is going to save you ninjas. Absolutely nothing is going to save you ninjas. Guess what? Money is not going to save you ninjas. And this goes for me too. This absolutely goes for me. This goes for me too. Money is not going to save you ninjas. Muscles, even my pretty muscles, is not going to save you ninjas. Status is not going to save you ninjas. Nothing is going to save you ninjas. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The car is not going to save you ninjas. Guess what else is not going to save you ninjas? Christianity is not going to save you ninjas. Islam is not going to save you ninjas. I actually have a video of an Islamic chick saying some stuff that I think I'm going to upload on a different video, right? But nothing is going to save you ninjas. Nothing is going to stop a woman from modern day woman. Like I said, we're not back then. We're not in the 1930s. We're not in the 1940s where women were literally scared to their britches, right? Scared in their britches to even step out and to attempt. Not saying that it didn't happen, because it for sure did happen, right? It for sure did happen, but women today, bro, they're loose. They're loose as a goose. They're loose as a goose, wild as a horse, right? It does not matter. I've presented video after video to you guys showing dudes with status. Look what happened to Will Smith. Look what happened to Tom Brady, right? Look what happened to these NFL players. Look at what happened to, like, a lot of these guys, bro. A lot of these guys get divorced. A lot of these guys found out that their wives are sleeping with the personal trainer or the yoga guy or whoever else, that's in that are in their vicinity. These are multi-millionaires. So I am currently rewiring my mind on how all of this stuff works, because clearly it's not working how I even thought it worked. It's not working. So now I'm having to reprogram myself, because once upon a time I thought, okay, right, if I became more, of a masculine man, right? If I became more of a testosterone-filled, jacked ass, rich dude, right? Okay, women will be ready to, submit. Women to be ready to, do my bidding. Women to be ready to, want me to put a ring on her finger. That's how I used to think as well. That's how I used to think. But now, no, that's over with. That's over with. Somebody said something. Stephen Shelton, I appreciate that. I did read it when you put it. I was just talking. I admire your stoic ability to look past the mundane comments. You have some real knowledge to be heard. Yeah, I mean, bro, people come in here and say some off the wall stuff, bro. Listen, comments are comments, words are words, bro. I'm well past that. If you know anything about the ideology of the after pill, right? If you know anything about this transcends normal thinking, right? You really have to step outside the box. You really have to step outside yourself and really evaluate life from a different lens. Listen, I evaluate life outside of traditional perspectives, right? I observe life outside of race, outside of culture, outside of politics, outside of all these things, right? That honestly divides all of us, right? I look at life totally different from much of these fucking normies, right? Because everybody is a fucking normie. Everybody's a fucking normie. They can't think outside the box. They can't think outside of themselves. They do what the media tells them to do. They think what the media tells them to think. I don't do any of that, right? I'm independent thinker. But I appreciate that. Vincent Mangano said, you saying that all women is similar to people saying all blacks? No, absolutely not. But I appreciate the attempt to link women and race in there. Good job. Moy says, me too, LOL. I'm baking 2 chicks right now and they're both in relationship. Bro, what? Moy. We're going to have to call you PIMP Moy. We're going to have to come up with a nickname for you, Moy. We're going to have to come up with a nickname for you, Moy. Moy said he has 2 of them. He got both of them. Moy says both of them. That's crazy, though. But see, I mean, it's not far-fetched, because the similar things have happened to me. Right? Similar things have happened to me. It does not matter, man. Right? A lot of these chicks, man, they want their cake They want the whole cake. They want everything, right? That's why you'll see, bro. That's why I keep telling y'all, stop falling for this shit. A lot of y'all are really gullible. A lot of y'all are really naive. This see, and many people, when I drop this video, and I'm gonna go find it, and I probably pin it somewhere in the description. But I made this video probably almost a year ago, and what I was talking about was how I think men need to be able to smash as many pretty women as they can, right? Men need to be able to get those nuts out the way. Pause, no diddy, right? Pause, no diddy. I told men, I was like, listen, you need to be out here having sex, right? You need to be out here having sex. You need to be out here, right? If you got to cough up $1,000, if you got to cough up 1,500, if you got to cough up 2,000, listen, you better work your ass off. But you need to cough up that money to be able to lay down, right? Lay down with some of the most beautiful women who are on sale. And the reason why I say that is because you need to be able to build up your ego enough to where you're not being bamboozled and you're not being fooled by a 5 or a 6, right? A 5 or a 6, right? You ninjas out here, y'all are getting fooled by 4s, 5s, and 6s. Why? How? Right? Moy said it right there. The dark side teaches you that all women are truly bad girls. Yes. Bro, listen. Like I said too, not only what I just said, but you have to, if you've ever been, especially in grade school, if you've ever been friends with like girls, right? If you've ever been best friends with girls, they're gonna tell you everything, right? They're gonna tell you about them being choked out. They're gonna tell you that dark secrets. They're gonna tell you all of this stuff, man, right? Most listen, they will settle. They will settle, and mind you, I said settle. They will settle for the safe guy, right? They will settle for the safe guy. They will settle for the short guy. They will settle for the less than desirable. But guess what? They'll still get their rocks off by Mr. Pull Your Hair, Mr. the dude that 50 Shades of Grey dude, right? Tie her ass up with some rope, right? Put a rope around her neck while he, hitting her from the back, smacking her with a paddle. Yeah, she's still gonna go over to that guy because that guy's the one that put an imprint on her, right? Women, listen, one thing you have to know, and this is what I learned from being friends, right? AKA friends with women, right? They will always, and when I say always, even years down the line, they will always talk about the men that put an imprint on them. Always. The men, and this goes for like if it's trauma, if it's abuse, if it's whatever, any of these things, right? They will always remember the men who put trauma on them. They will always remember the men who put or what's the word I use? Imprinted on them, right? And you will never do. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much status you have. I don't care about any of that stuff. They will always remember the guy that imprinted them, right? And here's another caveat, right? Well, you just find them young. Just get you a young. I know somebody gonna say it. Just get you a young girl, right? Just get you a young girl before they go. Listen, a lot of these chicks are donezo by the time they are 24, 25. A lot of these chicks are donezo by the time they're 24, 25. See, a lot of men think this stuff is just like so far-fetched. They think this stuff is so far-fetched. I went to a modeling event last summer, right? Full of some beautiful women, right? But also who were in there were rich ass fucking dudes, right? Way richer than my broke ass, way richer than me, right? Way richer than me. And I'm talking about, bro, listen, it may not appear like it on the surface, but a lot of these women are out here. A lot of these women, they may not be full-blown prostitutes, right? They may not be full-blown, streetwalkers, right? But see, it's levels to this. It's levels to it, man. I may need to start a Patreon. Listen, I may have to start interviewing interviewing these girls on the dark side for y'all guys. But I may have to start interviewing these girls to let you hear these stories because y'all think this is a game. This stuff is not a game, right? A lot of these dudes, they're out here wifing up girls who've been out here, right? Listen, the game is so dark, man. The game is extremely dark. I feel bad, especially for Gen Z, because especially Gen Z girls, what they're aiming for, they're aiming to be OnlyFans models. They're aiming to be Instagram baddies. They're aiming to be basically commodities, right? They're aiming to be for sale, and they have no problem with it. They have no problem with it. And then you got to also think about economic conditions, bro. A lot of these girls, they don't have the money. They don't have the money. Yeah, they may work a career. Yeah, they may have a little job or whatever, but they never have enough money. If you know anything about women, they always spend above their means. They're always out to eat. They're always spending their money on some, whatever the hell they spend money on, makeup, clothes, and all nails, toes, and all that stuff. They got to get their hair done. If you know anything about women, they're always spending their money in well into debt, well into it. So they need money, and a lot of these girls are really out here. Like I said, they may not be full blown, streetwalkers, but best believe a lot of these girls are for sale. A lot of these girls are for sale. A lot of them are for sale, and it really, bro, man, it really does not matter anymore. Even women from wealthy families are out here too. Yes, I already know. Bro, women out here with a full blown. I told you about the girl. It was a chick that I was working with. It was a chick that I was working with. Don't ask why. Don't ask why I was on this particular site. Don't ask me nothing. But I was scrolling, and just for you guys, just a snippet of what kind of site I was on. I was on a sugar baby site, right? I was on a sugar baby site. Man, I'm just scrolling. Mind your business, man. Mind your business. I was just scrolling, right? I'm just scrolling. And I came across a profile picture. I'm like, is that? No. I was like, I took another look. I scrolled through the pictures. I was like, what? I was like, bro, there's no way. No. And this girl, she's a full-blown manager. Like, they make great money. So she definitely wasn't no dang on like a Walmart worker or something like that, like making scraps. No, she's making a good penny. She's making a nice little salary, right? Making a nice little salary. Why is she on this site? Women are out here, bro. Right? And for you guys, I know some of you guys, y'all still wanna get married. Some of you guys, listen, I'm not gonna say anything against it, right? Y'all already know where I tread at, what I've always said on a lot of this stuff already. But a lot of y'all are just gonna be getting past 304s, right? Reformed 304s, right? Actual 304s. Nobody's getting a complete woman anymore. Nobody's getting what some of you probably believe that you deserve. Nobody's getting that anymore, right? Nobody's getting that anymore, right? You're getting OnlyFans girls. You're getting guys, bro. Some of these guys are with OnlyFans girls, right? They're in a whole relationships with OnlyFans girls, right? They have whole girlfriends, and the girl, she probably making a pretty penny, but the man is like, well, she making some money, so I guess I'm cool with it, bro. It's crazy out here. Drunk Monk says women hate spending their own money, so even if she is rich, she wants a guy to pay. That's what I'm saying. I've met women who make well into the six figures still talking about, oh, my man has to make more than me. And I'm just looking at them like, do you not understand that you make more than even men? Like, so a lot of these women, they don't understand that even they are in the top 10%. So guess what? Most men are not even in the top 10%. So if you want a man who's in the top 10%, more than likely you won't get them because a lot of these men are already married, right? They already got their sugar baby. They already have their seconds. You're probably old, right? Well into your career. They don't want no career woman. They don't want no independent boss babe. They don't want any of that. So you're competing. You're not only competing with the 80% of the women at the bottom, but you're also competing with the other women who are in your sphere, which you will not. It's hard to snap these men. It's hard to snap them. Hard to. But you can't communicate. You can't tell them that. You can't tell them that. Moore says aristocratic woman I went to middle school with is now top 5% on OnlyFans. That's crazy, and she lives off sugar daddies in Caribbean. That's crazy, bro. I remember this one chick, right? This one chick at work again, right? She was just a regular, she's a regular worker. She not getting paid anything crazy, right? She had pictures on planes, literally. Like she had a picture on a plane, picture. She's somewhere in somewhere tropical, somewhere like that. And you know how you can just smell it in the air? You can smell when a chick is on that dark side. You can smell when a chick is, something is going on. She's being passed around. Yeah, you could just smell it. And I'm like, your Instagram looks interesting. And she was going on vacation that week. I'm like, where you going? She was like, when they hit you with the mind your business, when they hit you with that mind your business, they like, yeah, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. And that's how it is. Bro, these chicks that y'all think are so innocent, these chicks that y'all think are so innocent, they're not innocent, man. Have y'all seen some of the chicks who are on Instagram? Have y'all seen some of the chicks who are on OnlyFans? Have y'all seen some of these chicks now? Now the gig is a lot of these chicks are selling that innocent look. They're selling that innocent look. They're selling that regular girl next door look, that nerdy look. A lot of these girls are full blown playing the whole trad wife. They're full blown playing the whole innocent, the girl with the glasses, the little nerdy, little weird looking chick. Bro, they have full blown OnlyFans, bro, and they listen. They bouncing on something longer than your arm. Trust me. They're bouncing on something. They're bouncing on something longer than your arms. Trust me. Pause. No diddy. This is out here happening. But then when you see him, when your ass see him in public, you're gonna be like, oh, you're the woman I've been looking for. You're so gorgeous, right? You're so gorgeous. Me and you should go out sometimes. Me and you should go out sometimes. Me and you should get some dinner and just talk something over dinner. Right. Meanwhile, she got a whole Instagram, whole Twitter while she bouncing on alien arms. Right. You think she a whole wife out here. Right. Not knowing that bro, come on now. She getting her back blown out by an alien arm. By a whole alien arm. If you have some questions, hit that super chat button. Actually, we at 50 minutes right now. We at 50 minutes. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that super chat. Because definitely the replay is going to go crazy. The replay is going to go crazy. If you're just now coming in, make sure you tap into the replay. Go to my channel. Go down the list. You'll see playlists. You'll see playlists, and then you'll see live replays. Right? Live replays. So if you're wondering where we started off at, go and watch the replays. Go and rewatch this if you came in the middle. Right? But we're at 50 minutes. We're almost at an hour. Go ahead and hit that super chat button. Go ahead and hit that super chat button because as y'all know, I'm not ashamed of it at all. Not ashamed of it at all. Not ashamed of it at all, right? I do not work for free. I do not work for free. Let's get these super chats in. Hit that like button as well. If you don't have $5 to put in my tank, at least hit that like button. Let's get the likes up to where they should be. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up before we start talking about why exactly you need to see. Look, when you start talking about money, ninjas dip. When you start talking about money, ninjas dip. Look at it. We were just at 50. We were just at 50 people about 5 minutes ago. As soon as I start talking about that money, ninjas started dipping. But that's all right though. That's all right. Moy says Ninja's cheap. Man, Ninja's cheap. Ninja's cheap. Ninja's cheap. Look, we have 27 people. We have 27 people in here. There should be no reason. Listen, that everybody can at least easy put a dollar in the pool pit. Of course, I'm not talking about my members and everybody. You know who I mess with. Everybody, I mess with the members. I mess with the people who come in here and support. It's just the new faces in here. There's a bunch of new faces. Got people in here who I ain't never seen before. People in here typing in whole paragraphs. Right? People in here typing whole paragraphs. Go ahead and hit that super chat button so we can talk about the main event. So we can get to the main event of this. We're at an hour already. 55 minutes. We're at an hour. Go ahead and hit that super chat. $5 super chat. Boom, Dan 22. I appreciate that, Dan. Now somebody match Dan. Somebody match Dan. Look at I have to get on you ninjas, man. I have to get on you ninjas. It's always a ninja. Listen, look at this ninja. Look at it. I didn't come in here to give money away to donations and fundraising. I'm not interested in that, so I'll be moving on with my paragraphs to someone else who is interested in Listen, look at this ninja. Ninja, you didn't even... Oh, Dan 22. I appreciate that, Dan, but let me get on this ninja real quick. This ninja, what? Bro, first of all, you could have just moved on without even saying that. What gives ninjas the audacity to be in here talking? What are you talking about, first and foremost? I didn't come in here to give money away to donations. People, if you give, listen, I'm finna go off on this ninja. Ninjas in here talking about I ain't coming here to give this ain't no fundraising event, ninja. This is not no fundraising event, ninja. Ninja, I'm at work right now, ninja. I'm at work right now, ninja. You talking about I didn't come in here to give. What the hell did you come in here for? You came in here to get free game, right? So you could have stayed your ass. You could have stayed your broke ass just in the numbers, right? You could have stayed hidden in the numbers, old broke ass ninja. You could have just stayed another number, but you've been commented. I'm going through the chat. You've been commented a bunch of times, commenting whole paragraphs, asking questions and shit, ninja. But then when I start asking, oh, just throw in a little super chat, ninja. You could have threw in $1, ninja. It's about the principle. What I tell you guys all the time. It's not even about how much. Give whatever you want to, right? Give whatever you want to. It's about the principle of it. It's about the mother flipping principle. You're here asking all kinds of questions. I don't know who you are. I've never seen your face. I'm good with my memory with remembering people who are always in here supporting. So you in here typing whole paragraphs and shit. Then you had the audacity to type a whole paragraph talking about I didn't come in here to give money, ninja. Okay, the hell are you talking about? The guy says, I thought you needed money for your lunch today, ninja. I appreciate that the guy. I thought you needed money for your lunch today. Listen, go ahead about your business. Go ahead about your business, the guy. I appreciate the super chat, but go on about your business. I'm still on somebody else's ass. Pause. I'm still on somebody else's ass. Pause. Moving on, ninja. You could have kept that whole paragraph. Why'd you waste your whole time typing that? You could have did something else fruitful with your life. John, he talking about lunch money. Ninjas being funny. Okay, I'm cool. Listen. You can criticize. Put some money with it. Go ahead and criticize. Yep. Make the jokes. Put some money with it. See. Learn from the guy. What's dude name? 10 light stars. Learn from the guy. Right? Learn from the guy, because at least he typed in. At least he typed in a little slick jab in there. He added some money with it, ninja. At least he added some money with it, ninja. You in here talking and asking questions and all of this shit. Put some money up, ninja. Put some money up. What's wrong with ninjas? Ninjas always thinking. See, this is why I keep saying a lot of men are just gonna be left behind. A lot of men. I'm out here. Listen. I'm out here. I got stuff planned. I got stuff planned for the people who support me. I got stuff planned for the people on this channel. Right? I'm putting money. I'm putting money up for the channel people. For everybody who being here supporting, for everybody, I'm putting money up to make more content for the guys who support me. So damn, Ninja, I can't ask for my fellow men to support me because I'm definitely getting out certain messages. I'm pushing out certain messages, right? I'm putting up money, coughing up money myself to push out certain messages. I'm buying tickets and trying to travel the world and all kinds of shit. You listen, man. Broke ass ninjas. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's always about the principle. And I'm not speaking from somebody who's, like I'm just stingy myself. No, I'm gonna put money up. I put money up too. I support people too, right? I'm paying for certifications too. I'm trying to advance myself too. It's about the principle. If you're not willing to put money up, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I'm still trying to build this whole studio out, right? I'm trying to build the whole studio up, trying to build a whole, like I need to make it into a whole, streaming, like a whole streaming setup, right? I'm putting money up, Ninja, because I want to continue to advance. I want to continue to make better content for the ones who support me. I'm putting money up too, Ninja. You're not the only one that's putting money up. You're not the only one that's putting money up. I'm putting money up too, Ninja, right? To make it better for you guys. To make it better, but see, like I said, people are consumers. Everybody is a consumer, right? Everybody's a consumer. Most people are consumers. Most people are not producers. Most people are not productive. Most people are just out here, just breathing oxygen. You're barely doing that because a lot of y'all are fat as hell. A lot of y'all are fat as hell, not in the gym, not doing nothing with your life, right? Can't even hit the treadmill, fat ass ninja, chip eating ass ninja, right? Booger eating ass ninja, right? Still got crust in your eyes, ninja. Don't know how to clean yourself properly, ass ninja. Want to come in here and type a whole damn paragraph. Dirty ass ninja, right? $1, ass ninja, right? That's a lot, ass ninja, right? I can do a lot with $1, ass ninja. I bet you can, ass ninja, right? Man, y'all don't get y'all ass on somewhere. Get y'all ass on. Who is this Ben Robinson? Who is this? Ben Robinson. When you type that? When did Ben type that? Where Ben at? You out there for real or you playing? All right, don't be playing with me like that now. All right now, Ben. Where Ben at? I don't see nobody. All right now, don't be playing like that now. Don't be playing. Y'all better tell him. Y'all let Ben know now. Y'all let Ben know. Talking about he out there waving. Y'all better let Ben know now. I don't play them kind of games. Right. More says, look, you see me more, I'm out here looking like, hold up now, let me get right now. Hold up now. Cause I gotta, right? Right? Get jam a ninja up around here. Jam a ninja up. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. I'm tired of going off on ninjas. Ninjas literally had to type out his feelings and all that. Nick, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that, Nick. But it's just the principle, man. It's just the principle. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach ninjas the principle, right? Trying to teach ninjas the principle. And then if you notice, we always have new people in here. We always have new people in here. I recognize the people who are always in here, the people who are always in the comments, right? The main people. I know people by name, but it be ninjas in here, brand new, baby ass, pause. Be in here talking about asking questions and all that. Like, bro, if y'all don't get the hell on, or put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. But anyway, let's get back to the main topic, man. Main topic, right? Main topic. Listen, like we were just explaining, right? there's no amount of money you can make. There's no amount of status you can make. There's no amount of accolades that you can attain. There's no amount of anything that you can do to really make a woman be loyal to you, right? You can't buy her loyalty. You won't be able to do it. Your fame, your clout won't do anything. Nothing will do anything, right? We've seen time after time after time women betraying men with all status levels, right? From rich, right, the most famous people in the world to the most like dusty ninjas, right? It does not matter. Women do not care. Modern day women do not care. So here's the caveat, right? Now that you know that nothing that you can do will buy, this is a real black pill. This is a real after pill as well. But now that you know that there's nothing you can do, because even I, like I said, I had to rewire my brain. I had to rewire myself to think differently. Like, damn, I used to think that, okay, if I just made enough money, right? If I just got my body right, the way that it's supposed to be, right? If I just got the clout, right? Got the fame, got the notoriety, right? All these chicks will be flocking. All these chicks will be ready to be a wife. All these chicks are, yep, that may be true. That may be true. However, they're in it for their own self-interest. They're in it for their own self-interest. They're not really in it just for you per se. Yeah, you are attached to their self-interest. You are attached to fulfilling their self-interest, but that doesn't mean that she's in it for you. And we've already talked about this as well. We've already broke down, how men are actually sexualized as well. How some men are, fetishized and all that. We've talked about the different things, the different caveats to that, right? Women do not love you for you. Women do not love you for you, and it's now even more on an extreme scale in modern day now, right? Women do not love you for you. They love you for what you can do, and we see that time and time again. Just because you see some guy who, he's with a nice 8 or something, right? And you looking like, well, how did he get that girl? Listen, just because a woman settles does not mean that that's the guy that she actually wants. The 90-10 rule is in full effect. The 90-10 rule is in full effect. Probably 95-5 at this point, like I keep saying, right? The 90-10 rule is in full effect. Just because a woman settles for that guy does not mean that that's the guy that she actually wants. That guy is good enough. That guy is, well, he'll do. That guy, well, he can get me off the streets. That guy, oh, he can give me a home to stay in. So many guys letting chicks move in with them. Listen, and this is the time right here with the economy tanking the way that it is. This is the time where a lot of chicks about to pull a lot of cards. And a lot of them, they know this, right? In the downturn economies, women always peep their head out to try to see what suckers they can suck in. Right? Always. But once the economy shakes back, once things shakes back, listen, they back on the streets. If not already on the streets, she just stays with you. She just has your kids. She just married you, but still out here on these streets. There's a lot of married women out here who's on the dark side, who are selling, that punani. They're also doing other freaky things for some change. Plenty of married women out here sleeping with the personal trainer. Plenty, and this for sure, plenty of married women out here sleeping with their corporate co-workers and all of that, bro. This stuff is happening. Right? There's nothing you can do. But there are things that you can do that'll make these things worse, right? And one of those main things is allowing or having your woman work. The guy says, bro, stop talking about crazy chicks. Tell bro, stop talking about crazy chicks. Your comment don't even make sense, the guy. Your comment don't even make sense. Your comment don't make sense. But there's a lot of chicks out here who are sleeping with their coworkers and all kinds of things, right? But there's some things that you can do to alleviate that. There's some things that you can do to alleviate that, and there's some things that you can do to make it worse. And one of those things is keeping your woman at home, right? Keeping your woman at home is one of those things that can possibly alleviate that, because y'all already heard my statements on this. If your woman works, she's more than likely out here, right? I see it every day. I see chicks out here flirting. I see married women out here who supposedly be married. Like, I see chicks out here supposedly have boyfriends. I see it day in and day out. If your woman works a 9 to 5, if you got your chick out here working, if you have your wife out here working, more than likely she probably has a work husband. She probably has somebody that she would let dig her guts out at work, right? Especially for you low tier workers, if you work in a warehouse and like Walmart, Kroger, Publix, right, HEB, if you one of those type worker, yeah, your chick definitely cheating. She definitely getting banged out in the parking lot after work, especially if she worked the evening shift. Best believe it. And why best believe it? Because I done seen it. I've seen it. The guy says, take care of your responsibilities and health. Okay, the guy. Brittany Walker says, something happened to school today and yesterday, and I don't know what to do. Okay, you can super chat if you want some advice. You can super chat if you want some advice. But that's one of the ways to make it worse. If you can't afford to keep your chick at home, right, and she's out here and about, you might as well you just giving your woman away. You're giving your woman away to the world, right? I don't know why y'all expect to have some kind of loyalty and your woman go to work and work a 9 to 5 at the same time. That shit is not happening. Not in today's time. That shit is not happening, right? And for you guys who are naive, not my girl, not my woman. My woman goes to work and she come home. Yeah, got some women who go to work and come home. But for most of these hoes, they go to work, they flirt, they talk to Chad, right? They rub Chad's shoulder. And I'm not saying that, chicks go in and they just smashing people. No, that it's not happening like that. And sometimes it do happen like that. But at the same time, women cheat in a whole bunch of different ways. They may just be texting a guy, right? They may just be rubbing a guy's shoulder, right? They may be in the back room somewhere, getting all close up on each other, dang near kissing almost, right? Flirting with each other, all kinds of things. Just because it doesn't have to be, sexual for them to be cheating. No, it doesn't have to be any of that. Doesn't have to be any of that, right? Moy says mainly they emotionally cheat. Exactly. But we all know where emotionally cheating goes, where that leads to, right? It's a matter of you said something wrong, you were mean to her, y'all got into a bad argument, and guess what? You just threw her on somebody's pole, right? Now Tyrone got her. Now Chad got her, right? Moy says they always still text their exes. Take OT from me. I'm one of the exes they text. Yep. There's plenty of girls who text their ex, right? I knew this one chick. She was going back and forth, with this dude, right? One day they'll break up, next day she'll tell me, I just broke up with him. I broke up with him. We're done. We're finished. And right, she'll try to throw the box at me. And then, we're back together and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, listen, I do not have time for your games. Typhus, follow the yellow brick road. I appreciate that. What do you mean, follow the yellow brick road? What is the yellow brick road? What is the yellow brick road? I don't know what that means. But yeah, listen, the chicks are out here, right? So the only thing that you can do, gentlemen, get in the gym for you. And I've said this before. Don't get in the gym to impress chicks. Now, don't get it twisted now. Get in the gym. Yeah, it's important to look good. It's definitely important to look good. You do want to have the aesthetic, right? Donate to the stream. I appreciate that, Typhus. But you want to get in the gym for you. You want to build up yourself, and you guys already know what I preach about getting into the gym, right? It builds your mentality, right? It builds you up emotionally, physically, spiritually. It builds you up and makes you the man that you need to be to get out here and tackle the world. So don't just get in here and get in the gym just for these chicks, just because you think, the chicks are gonna like this right here. The chicks are gonna like these biceps, which they will. They will, and I'm not knocking that. And like I said, yes, it is important to look good. It is important to get to those, to be aesthetically pleasing. Yes, it is important. However, don't do it solely for chicks. A lot of you dudes, y'all are doing this stuff for the very wrong reasons, right? Don't just get out here and get money just for the women. Get out here and get money for yourself. Yeah, the women are going to come, absolutely, right? But what I'm more so trying to say is, right, get the body that you want, get the money that you want. If you're after status, and what I mean by status is that means if you're on social media, cool. If you're on social media, hey, build up that channel, build up your Instagram, build up your YouTube, build up your your TikTok, whatever, right? Or if you're on the corporate side, corporate is still status, right? Having a great job, having a great career is still status. Like a doctor, Doctor so and so, right? He has status, right? If he's the plastic surgeon, he has status. Or if he's a attorney, right? A notable attorney, he has status, right? He's a notable persecutor, he has status. Or he works at Google, he works at Microsoft, that is status. So when I say get out here and get status, that can mean from social media all the way to the corporate world to being a techie. That can mean any variety of those things, right? But do this stuff, right? Do all of these things so you can have the options. Point blank, that's it. Get out here and do these things. Get out here and attain these things so you can have the options. Don't get out here and think that, oh, I have more status. Oh, I have more money. Oh, I have more this. Oh, I have more that. So these chicks are just going to bow down. Yeah, they're going to bow down. They're definitely going to do some bowing. They're definitely going to do a lot of bending as well, but they're not going to be doing all these things just for the reasons that you may have previously thought they were going to do these things, right? You thinking that they're just doing these things. Oh, they want to submit to me. They want to do this. They want to be my my wife and all this stuff. Yeah, all of those things are true, but they're only doing that. They're only looking out for their own self-interest, right? Because guess what happens? As soon as you go broke, what happens? Right? As if a woman got with you and you may not have known she got with you for your money, guess what? Once you go broke, once you hit a rough spot, guess what? Y'all hit a rough spot. Right? If you no longer have that clout, you no longer have that status, right? You no longer have that notoriety, right? When y'all walk into the restaurant, nobody knows you, right? When y'all walk into the ball, nobody knows you. You're not shaking hands with some of the players in the game, right? When that goes away, then what happens, right? God forbid you tear your ACL or something trying to lift weights too heavy, or you just overexerted yourself. You lose about 30, 40 pounds while you're trying to heal. Then what happens? Y'all got to think about this stuff. Do these things for the options. Right? You want the options of many different women. You want the options of being able to travel, overseas somewhere and stay over there for a month or two, or even permanently, right? You want the option to go to this place. You want the option to go to that place, right? You want the option to be able to deal with this woman. You want the option to be able to deal with that woman. You don't want to just be out here just willy-nilly and you thinking that these women just love you for you, that they're just going to show you all of this loyalty just because they care and love about you. Oh my God. No. Do it for the options. The options is what's going to create the freedom for you. The options is what's going to create the life that you want, right? You want to have the options, right? Even if you do choose to get married, let's just say you do choose to get married. Let's say you do choose to go long term, right? If you do choose to go long term, guess what? If shit hits the fan and if she doesn't get right, if she's not following your program, guess what you have? You have the option to kick that one to the curb and replace her with a younger, prettier one. So you want the option to do so. Let me read some of these comments. Moy says, I guess it has been a good night so far. Nobody said Tap looks like Wesley Snipes. You stupid, Moy. Buzz Eye View, what's going on? Yo, just pulled up. Hey, you're gonna have to catch that. You're gonna have to catch that replay. $500 fine said get status, not STD. Absolutely. And I'm not even telling guys to just get out here and sleep with a bunch of women. That's not what I'm telling guys, right? That's not what I'm saying. Listen, Get you a few good ones. Get you a few top of the line ones. Now, for some guys, they need to switcheroo every single week. For some guys, they have to switcheroo every single month. For some guys, they have to switcheroo every quarter, right? For some guys, they got to switcheroo every single year, right? Listen, I'm not listen. The after pill is about making your own choices, right? You know who you are. You know who you want to be, right? You know yourself. If that's you, then that's you, right? If that's you, that's you. So I'm not advocating like, hey, sleep with as many women as you can. No, that's not what I'm saying. Quality over quantity, right? And if you got to switch out, the quality every here so often, then just switch them out. Switch them out. But at the end of the day, it's about the choices. It's about the options, right? That all of these things create, right? When you get in the gym, you're disciplined. You're building up the body, right? You're eating right, right? That shows people around you that you're disciplined. That shows people around you that, hey, this guy can build something from the ground up, which it does. How many people are actually in shape in America? How many people are actually, in tip-top shape? How many people are doing their due diligence? How many people are actually out here doing what they're supposed to do? Not that many. So when you walk into different rooms and you're the most in shape person, right? You're the most built person. That changes the game, right? When you have the notoriety, when you've built a YouTube channel, when you've built the TikTok, when you've built the Instagram, when you've actually created something, right? It changes the game. Right? When you get out here and get some money, if you're able to use your mind, and to bring it from intangible to the tangible world, to the physical world, that is something amazing. Because guess what? Most people are normies. Most people are idiots. Most people are nobodies. Most people cannot do those things, right? Because they don't have the wherewithal, they don't have the confidence, they don't have the creativity to bring their thoughts out into the real world. So if you're able to bring your thoughts out into the real world and create something, listen, that changes the game. And guess what? That opens up doors for everything, not just women. Right? Let's go ahead and end this poll. So there we have it right there. Rich or poor, muscular or not, will a woman cheat? So 75% said yes, which I was hoping, and 17% says no, and 7% says not if you're top 10%. So that's the poll right there that I submitted in there earlier. And what's say quality, not quantity. Exactly, $500 fine. Exactly. Moore says exactly. Quality is better than tons of low-class chicks. Best to have one or two top shelf. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Have you 1, 2, 3 on the backup, right? You got to be able to afford them too, though. You got to be able to afford them. Like a lot of guys, they want to put the horse before the carriage, or the carriage before the horse. You know the saying, right? They want to do things backwards, right? So guys out here, they're so desperate. They mess with all these low tier women who are not fruitful, women who are not doing anything for their lives, right? Women who are not doing anything but taking, right? Draining your energy, draining your money, doing all of these things, right? Leave these low tier women around. It's cool to get your rocks off a little bit. It happens. Get your rocks off a little bit, and go on about your business, but. I listen. Low quality women don't really even. I'm getting to the point now where low quality women don't even. It doesn't do anything for me, man. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for me at all. I'm getting to the point now where, bro, I want the top of the line. Right, like now, of course, every man has their, sometimes you get turned on by normal looking chicks. Sometimes you get turned on by average looking chicks. Sometimes listen, for me, as long as the body is in tip top shape, I am A-okay. As long as the body is in tip top shape, I am A-okay. But it doesn't always mean, low quality, meaning that, oh, they're ugly, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that. They can be a pretty chick and still low quality. They can have a bad attitude, very low vibrational, very mean, very rude, very just not woman-like, not classy, not none of that, right? So that can also make a woman, low quality. Not just based on look, because you can have a below average chick, right? She works out, the body is good, she's nice to be around, right? She knows how to do that. She knows how to do that little thing that you like. Pause. No Diddy, right? She knows how to do that little thing that you like. So it can mean a variety of things, especially based on that individual man, right? But for me per se, if I'm going high quality, I want the looks to be high quality. I want all of it to be high quality, right? I want her vibration to be high quality. I want the conversation to be high quality. I want the body to be high quality, right? Which there are many chicks out there. Which are many chicks out there. Rock stars get cheated on. Exactly. Exactly. Rock stars get cheated on too. Grown ass, look at this shit right here. Grown ass man saying pause, no Diddy. This ninja talking to me with a whole Dora Explorer profile picture, right? Definitely 12-year-old ninja. Definitely 12. Don't even respond. That's definitely a 12-year-old. Definitely a 12-year-old. You wouldn't even be able to convince me, because there's no way a grown ass man to come on here, have the audacity to come on here with a Dora the Explorer picture, then tell a grown ass man I'm somehow mysterious because I said pause, no Diddy. All right, I'm not even gonna explain. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. But anyway. But yeah, guys, top tier woman. Listen, quality over quantity, right? Quality over quantity. You want the best of the best, best of the best. So I'm encouraging you guys. Hey, get that money. Get out here and get that money. Get out here and get your status. Get out here and, like, when I say status, like I said, there's a variety of ways to get your status. That doesn't have to mean social media. It can be in business. It can be at your job. Getting promotions, what have you. Because if you work in any job, guess what? The managers have status. I've seen managers bang out some of the most prettiest chicks who work there, just because they're managers. Just because they're managers. Nick, it's because when it's on a vertical live, when it's a vertical live and I don't set it to subscriber mode, if I don't set it to subscriber mode, then you have all different people coming in here. But I do that on purpose to push myself out there to the algorithm. So when I come in here, I'm already expecting the trolls, because I know it's going to be a bunch of people in here that is new to the channel. Maybe because I'm saying pause, no Diddy. I don't know. And that's a term. That's a term that's been thrown around on social media. Diddler. I've been seeing that up under different celebrities' profiles and all that kind of stuff. They just throw it up under there. Just put diddler. Like, nice try Diddy. Nice try diddler. I've seen it everywhere. It's a Gen Z slang. Shouts out to Solo. I just subscribed. I appreciate you. But anyway, guys, this was a good conversation. It was a good conversation. I appreciate everybody that super chatted. Right? This is going to go crazy on the super chat. I mean, not the super chat. It's going to go crazy on the replay. But yeah, man. So I hope this stream definitely encourage you guys to listen. Don't do this stuff for the chicks. Get out here and be the best possible version of yourself. Get out here and do this for you, so you can create the options and open up doors to be able to play out here in the field, right? I know y'all want to play. I know y'all want to get out here and play. I know you want to have, you want to open a bag of Skittles, right? Open a bag of Skittles and be able to choose whatever color you want to choose. I know you want to, right? But to be able to do that, you got to open up the doors, right? You got to open up the doors. And don't think that it's going to buy any kind of loyalty. Don't think it's going to buy anything from any of these women. Because like we've seen, it does not matter what, from the tippity top to the lowest of the low. Women are going to be women, bro. Women are going to be women. $500 fine says, stop doing husbandly things for 304s. Yep, that too. That too. Rio says, you can't turn a hoe to a house. You can't turn a hoe to a housewife. But here's the thing. What if you didn't know? What if you didn't know the housewife was a hoe? Ooh. What if you didn't know that the housewife was a hoe? See? See, some men don't know. Listen, when you have women who are moving from city to city, state to state, listen, they can go from Texas, they can go Texas to Florida, create a whole new identity. You don't even know that they was a whole hole in Houston. There was a whole hole in Dallas. You'll never know. They can leave Vegas and go all the way to New York. Guess what? Create a whole new identity. She all in the church now. She all, yep, praise the Lord. And you don't even know. She was a whole 304 out there in Las Vegas. She's just trying to get away from the police. Nick said, yeah, most men don't do a background check on women. Yeah. And men need to start doing that. Because y'all think it's a game out here. It's not a game. It's not a game. Right? And then John said she was getting pooped on in Dubai. Listen, bro, anytime you see a chick, she has pictures of her somewhere on the island somewhere, and it's not clear about how she's making her money or anything like that, bro, we know what's going on. And she's not married. We know what's going on. We know what's going on. But, yeah, many guys are uninformed. Many guys think that, listen, that is just easy peasy out here. Oh, I found her in a church. Yeah, so did a million other guys, right? On those divorce papers. Yep, they found her in the church too. They found her in the church too. Right? Bro, nothing is gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you. Yacht girls, right? Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing. So this is the new world. This is where we at now. This is what it is. I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the game. This is how we got to play it. So y'all got to move accordingly. Get your money right, get your body right, get your status right, so you can open up the options to deal with whoever you want to deal with. A lot of these guys who are in marriages, a lot of these guys who, have these wives and girlfriends. A lot of these ninjas are they're desperate and trapped. Right? They went for the first thing smoking. They went for the first thing showing them some attention because they never had attention ever in their life. This is why I advocate for men get it. Like, listen, you got to get those nuts off. Pause, no diddy. You have to get those nuts off. You have to experience being with women, right? But because a lot of guys, most guys, right? Most guys, they're not blessed with looks. Most guys are not blessed with height. Most guys are not blessed with all of these different things. So guess what? You actually have to push yourself out here even more. You have to push yourself out here even more because you're not blessed with all these attributes, right? You don't have the gift of gab. So you really got to get out here and try, right? And it's usually those guys, the average to below average guys who have never seen the dark side of women. You've never been the side guy. You've never been the guy who the married woman is flirting with. You never been the guy who the married woman is touching on, right? You never been the guy at work that, all of the girls, they're trying to talk to you about their boyfriend, how their boyfriend is not doing this, how their boyfriend is not doing that. A lot of guys have not been in those shoes to where they've experienced being the other guy, right? They've never experienced being the Tyrone, right? I've been on both sides, right? When I wasn't who I was today, I've been on the loser side. I've been on the friend zone side. But then I came over to this side, right? Now now a lot of girls, they'll put me on the Tyrone side, right? They'll put me on the Tyrone side and, want to do Chad and Tyrone things with me, right? They complain about their boyfriends. They complain about their husbands, right? They want to be all touchy-feely. They want to flirt and all that stuff, right? Listen, when I walk into some many places, and not to toot my own horn, when I walk into many places, it's the aura, it's the vibe, it's how I look, right? I just have that aura. I just have that thing, that it factor, right? That it factor to where women are. It's almost like magnetization, right? Right? They just hover around you, right? They want to be around you. They want to flirt with you. They want to get to know you. They want to see who you are because if you're really that guy, if you really have that it factor, right, you don't even have to open your mouth, right? I go into places, I don't even open my mouth. Women just want to talk, right? People want to talk in general, but women want to be them. They want to hover around you. They want to orbit around you. Who is this guy? How's he like this, right? Especially because I have such a mysterious aura about me. right? I'm very hidden. I don't expose myself, right? I don't expose who I am very frequently, right? I keep that stuff under wraps. I keep that stuff hidden, right? So a lot of girls, they just want to, like, who is this guy? He's like extremely masculine. He's so mysterious, and that turns women on, right? Because you got to realize a lot of guys, they're so desperate, they're so quick to do this. They talk, they talk, they talk a lot, right? And they wanna expose themselves because they're trying to get the girl, right? So they want to expose themselves. They want to, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I do this, I do that. They're quick to try to they're quick to try to validate themselves for the girl instead of having a girl validate herself for you, right? John says, you got what I need. She said, I'm just a friend, right? Spawn, what if they just want to socialize? See, I have enough discernment and enough people watching skills to understand what is socializing and what is outright flirtation and what is outright trying to listen. Human beings, most human beings are easy to figure out. Most are not that complicated because most are normies. Most are just, just regular people, right? Listen, there's a clear difference, and I know what difference it is from a woman who just want to socialize and from a woman who has ulterior motives, and you can clearly see it's clear as day, right? Some women do want to just socialize, which I experienced that as well, but I can tell the difference between just socializing and, oh, like there's something more that she's trying to get out of this conversation. Come on, easy peasy. But anyway, make sure you watch this on a replay. This is truly an after pill. Thank everybody for coming in, watching the live stream tonight. It was a good live stream. If you came in the middle, if you came in at the end, watch the replay. But I'm going to go ahead and get this workout in, get a little small workout in before I call it a night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.